Hello from Universal Studios, my name's Anna, and today I'm going to take you on an adventure. Today's adventure takes us to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, so we're going to head into Diagon Alley and take a look around. Money exchange, if you're a really big Harry Potter fan, you can stop here first and you can trade in some of your Muggle money for some of the Wizarding money. They will make it a dollar for dollar amount, and you can spend the Muggle money in there. They'll give you Wizard money, and you can spend the Wizard money anywhere inside the Wizarding world. I do believe they will give you Muggle money back. So if you're interested, you can take a dollar bill home with you, keep it as a keepsake, or spend it throughout the park. Anywhere in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, they will accept that exchange. The Hopping Pot is where you can get your butterbeer. It's one of the locations on property where you can get that. They serve it hot, iced, or frozen. Just a word of warning, they do have a trademark with J.K. Rowling, so they cannot edit the beverage in any way. So if you have any allergies to anything inside the beverage, unfortunately, you're just going to have to skip out on it. I can't have dairy, and that's part of the foam, but not the actual drink, and they cannot serve it without the foam. So just be cautious when you're ordering your beverages. Universal is not as accommodating as Disney is when it comes to food allergies, so just check what you're ordering before you actually do. Maybe check before your trip to make sure there are things that you can partake in while you're here so you don't end up feeling sick on your day at Universal. We're at Sugar Plum Sweet Shop now. You can get your chocolate frogs, Birdie Butts, every flavor. Beans, they don't really mean every flavor, they just mean all of the gross ones. Still fun to try, but not totally enjoyable. They do sell candy in bulk, so you can grab a bag, pull down on the lever, and fill it up with your choice of candy. The levers do fill out the candy very quickly, so the price can add up fast. The candy shop is directly connected to the Weasley shop. You can buy tons of crazy prank things here. I do wish this store was bigger. I think it has a lot of potential. The outside is beautiful. You see Dolores Umbridge up there. There are fireworks on the ceiling. Don't forget to look at the ceiling when you enter these buildings. Universal put a lot of time and effort into them. There are so many details that you could miss. So don't be afraid to stop in the middle of the store and just take a look around. It's hard to take it all in, but I definitely recommend trying your best to do so. Like I said, the outside of the building is my favorite. We're just gonna admire for a minute all the detail that went into this. You can't enter all of the stores. Some of them are just for decoration. So Flourish and Blotts here can't really go in, but you can see the books moving around. It's definitely a very immersive place. I would recommend heading to Ollivander's when you first get here. They sell interactive wands, but they also sell just regular wands if you don't want to pay the price. Little windows on the side, they often have some sort of magicalness. Enchanted knitting needles. So at Ollivander's, you can go right into the store and pick out your wand, or you can watch the pre-show before. When you go into the pre-show, they're going to do a little demonstration exactly like Ollivander's. So the way that Harry waved his wand in the beginning movies and it made everything fly off the shelf, you can see that happen here. And then at the end, they do choose one person to go up and try the wands. If you are chosen, you do get a discount should you choose to buy a wand from Ollivanders. So definitely worth checking out. There are so many magical things to do both here and at Hogsmeade. Also in Nocturne Alley, so definitely check that out if the interactive wands is something that you're interested in. The ice cream parlor is another good place to check out. They do only serve real ice cream, so there's no sherbet or anything in there. So again, if you can't have dairy like I can't, not really going to be much in there for you, but definitely cool to look around, see all the different flavors that they have. It's another interactive wand spot. It's also another butterbeer spot, as well as hot iced and frozen. They do have it in an ice cream flavor and in fudge form. As someone from Michigan, I'm very picky about my fudge. Mackinac does it best, but this place does give it a run for its money. So the dragon does go off every once in a while. There's no timer. It is completely random, so it is just luck that we happen to catch that. You can hear him starting to growl before he's going to blow all the fire out, so you'll definitely hear it before you see it. It is very hot, so I would just be careful where you stand. Too close, you're going to feel like you are on the sun. When you buy your wand, inside the case comes a map of both Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, so you can see where all the spots are. But if you're like me and choose not to bring that map with you every time, the floor does have little markings. It will tell you what spell to do, what motions to do. So even if you don't bring your map, you will still be able to do all of those spells so long as you have your wand with you. Taking a left at Advanced Lanterns and passing potions for all locations. We find ourselves heading down Nocturne Alley. One of my favorite things about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is the way they make all of their images magic. So in lots of the queue lines, if you find any newspapers or anything, they are going to have those moving images. Here's a closer look at one of the spells on the floor.
That wizard walks into a haven with a kidnap.
I do have a wand. I have Snape's wand, so I'm going to stand right over here. I'm going to point at them. You can usually see where you should be pointing. In this one, I cannot. I don't know if I was supposed to make them sing or not, so we're going to move on to another one. Organ and Birch is also here. Lots of very cool things inside, very movie authentic. We're gonna try another one. Oh, thank you. So it turns out that one is not working, and that seems to be why we are having a lot of trouble doing magic. So there is a jinx on them. So some of them won't do the spells that you cast, and instead do nothing at all. The Leaky Cauldron is a good place to stop for lunch. Some of the food places will help you with food allergies, especially gluten allergies. They are very accommodating with those. So you have a much better look at the food places than you are at any of the drink stands. Because there's that trademark, the team members are not allowed to change anything. They can actually get fired for doing that. So think about how they're just trying to keep their job, and you don't want to press too hard when things don't go the way you want them to. They are just trying to follow the rules and do their best. And it is a pain, but I would hate to be the reason why someone loses their job. So just be understanding of things like that. The owlry here, you can see that some of the owls are out delivering messages. Some of them are there. They do move, so just keep an eye out. It's very messy. It does need a good clean, but authentic to an owl house. Every so often, often they do have the performing witches on this stage. They do wonderful songs. It's very entertaining to watch. They are very good at what they do. I definitely recommend stopping if you see them out because they just blow me away every single time. I've seen them 100 times and I just cannot get enough of their performance.
Well, the story of the day.
Gauntlet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this tale is that which you may be familiar. It concerns the fortunes of three brothers.
Wait!
What is it now?
I'm not one of the brothers. I never get to do it. I'm always, you know.
You can be the second brother, but be careful.
I'm always careful.
My fellow witches and wizards. Everyone ready? We now present to you the tale of the three brothers. There were once three brothers who were traveling on a lonely, winding road in the twilight. In time, the brothers reached a river too treacherous to cross, but they had magical arts. They simply waved their wands and made the bridge. Before they could cross, however, they found their path blocked by a white figure. It was death. And he felt cheated because travelers usually drown in the river. The death is coming. He pretended to congratulate the three brothers upon their magic.
With almost all of the rides here at Universal, you will have to rent a locker before you get on the ride. You can use your park ticket to scan and a little locker will open up. If you would like a bigger locker, you can rent them, but then you have to pay for them. And so the little lockers, you scan your park ticket and it will hold all of your stuff while you're on the ride. Afterwards, you scan the ticket, the same locker will open back up and you can get all of your stuff back for the next ride. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this trip to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. My name is Anna and we'll see you next time for our next adventure.